Conversation skills are the reason winners get the guy or girl they want, the CEO makes 20 times your salary, and why one business keeps landing big clients while another struggles no matter what they do. In this animated summary of how to talk to anyone, I'll show you exactly how to build these conversation skills. We'll break the conversation process into 5 clear stages, and inside each stage, I'll share simple, practical tips you can start using right away. Tips like how to make a great first impression without saying a word, what kind of conversation starters actually work, and a quick name trick that makes people easily remember you. By the end, you'll have a playbook for better conversations, whether you're looking to get a date, close a deal, or just feel less awkward when talking to new people. Let's dive in, beginning with the one part of conversations most people overlook entirely: preparation. Your success in any conversation depends on factors that take place way before you even say a word. How much you prepare depends on the context and the importance of the conversation. Big client meeting or special social event? Prepare. Hanging out with friends and family? No preparation needed. Everything else is up to you, but in my experience, even a little preparation can make a big difference. Here are 3 quick tips to help you nail the preparation stage. Tip number 1, invest in your look. In today's fast-paced, information-overloaded world, people form snap judgments to quickly make sense of their surroundings. These snap judgments are what we call first impressions. Whether it's fair or not, the way you look plays a major role in this first impression. Investing time in grooming, personal style, and fitness is one of the simplest ways to create a stronger first impression, giving yourself a head start in any conversation. Tip number 2, show up with something to say. Looks matter, but so does what comes out of your mouth. Having a little knowledge about the people you might meet and a few ready-to-go conversation topics can be the difference between a conversation that takes off and one that crashes on the runway. Have an extra few minutes? Take a quick scroll through the news. Knowing what's going on in the world and in your community gives you even more material to work with and keeps you from running out of things to say. Tip number 3, practice isn't just for job interviews. It can make a huge difference in everyday situations as well. From practicing a few of your conversation starters to rehearsing a fun answer to the classic "so what do you do?" question, a little mental prep can go a long way when it comes to improving your confidence and delivery. Now that we have the preparation out of the way, it's time to head out the door and meet someone. Stage 2, the approach. There's a reason why the lead man or woman in a movie always gets a dedicated entrance shot. It communicates everything about their character before they even say a word. Similarly, your posture, eyes, movement, and smile all send powerful signals the moment you approach someone for conversation. Tip number 4, master body language using the PEMS method. PEMS stands for posture, eyes, movement, smile. The 4 elements of a flawless approach. Posture. There's only one move you need to focus on for now. Straighten your back. This single adjustment instantly transforms how others perceive you. It signals strength, confidence, and self-respect. Eyes. After posture, people notice your eyes. Looking away nervously signals timidity or disinterest. A steady mutual gaze, on the other hand, communicates confidence and connection. Movement. Confident movement is slow, steady, and deliberate. Next time you approach someone, pump the brakes a little. After all, everything looks cooler in slow motion. Smile. To make it genuine, not a stiff, half-cracked grin, imagine the person you're approaching is a long-lost friend or family member. This mental trick naturally warms your face and creates an authentic smile that invites connection. You're now ready for stage 3, the introduction. When it comes to introductions, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You need to understand people aren't analyzing your words, they're evaluating how you say them. Tip number 6, focus on the delivery, not the information. It doesn't matter if you deliver a funny observation or use a vanilla opener. If you say it with a smile and good energy, you'll successfully kick off the conversation with most people. Tip number 7, follow the breadcrumbs. Once you start talking, most people give you small clues about what they care about. For example, their interests, hobbies, opinions, or experiences. For example, you're at a house party and casually mention how good the cookies are. The person next to you replies, "I bake better ones at home," and gives you a wink. Boom, there's a conversation breadcrumb. You can either dive into baking or continue to probe for other breadcrumbs. This initial back and forth is also a necessary component for the next tip, test for connection. But what if you find baking boring or the wink a little off-putting? Good, another crucial part of the introduction stage is figuring out if there's a connection. Use the rule of 3. If you don't feel a connection after 3 back and forth exchanges, move on. You could say something as simple as, "I'm going to catch up with a few other people, but it was good meeting you." This helps you politely exit the conversation. The truth is, while you can talk to everyone, you probably shouldn't. Some people just aren't a good fit, and the faster you spot it, the sooner you free yourself up for better conversations. However, if they are a fit, it's time to learn their name. Tip number 9. Build some rapport first. There's a reason we're only now getting to names. In casual situations, it's often better to hold on asking for someone's name right away. Why? Because starting with a name can feel transactional, like a forced handshake before there's any real connection. Waiting shows you're focused on the substance of the conversation, not just checking social boxes. Then, when you do ask for their name, it feels earned. It's like saying, "You seem worth remembering. Now I need a name to go with you." Tip number 10. Remember and be remembered. When it comes to remembering names, you'll hear advice like, repeat the name, create an association, use it in a sentence, and yes, those work. But the real secret? Get in more reps. The more conversations you have, the more relaxed you'll be. That frees up focus for the good stuff, like remembering names and making connections. And don't forget, your name matters too. Give people a simple way to remember it. For example, nice to meet you, Mr. Bond. I'm Frank, like Frank's hot sauce. A quick association like that makes your name stick. It makes you more memorable. Stage 4, the conversation. You've approached, you've opened, and now you're in it. What you say next and how you listen determines whether this becomes something real or just another forgettable conversation. Here are 3 quick tips to keep the conversation flowing and meaningful. Tip 11. The spotlight method. Every conversation is a chance to make someone feel seen and heard. The words might be forgotten, but how you make them feel, that'll last forever. To create that feel-good effect, use the spotlight method. Imagine a giant spotlight hanging above the two of you and keep it mostly focused on them. Ask questions, follow the breadcrumbs, let them share. Tip number 12. Let them empty the tank. Ever tried talking to someone who keeps cutting you off? Feels like they're not really listening, just waiting for their turn to speak? Don't be that person. Everyone carries around a full tank of thoughts, stories, or emotions, and they need to let it out before they're ready to hear what you have to say. Give them space to empty the tank before jumping in. That small gap shows respect, builds trust, and makes them more likely to listen when it's your turn to speak. Tip 13. Drop the conversational crutches. The hero in the story never says like, They speak in statements. They own silence. You're the hero of your story, so cut the fillers. Stage 5. The goodbye. At some point, it's time to say farewell. Maybe you've spotted someone else you want to talk to. Maybe you have another obligation and have to head out. Either way, how you exit matters. Tip number 14. Ease into the exit. Ending a conversation too abruptly can leave the other person feeling dismissed or unimportant. If you can, let the current conversation thread play out. Let them finish talking about their new oven or their take on a recent event. A well-timed wrap-up shows you're respectful, socially aware, and in control of the moment. Tip number 15. Note what matters. You just had a great conversation. You learned a lot about the other person and know you'll talk to them again. Don't leave these details to your memory. Take some notes. Use your phone's contact list or any other relevant tool to jot down their name and anything meaningful, their hobbies, the fishing trip they're taking, or the podcast they recommended. The next time you see them, you'll be able to not only use their name, but bring up these details. And when you do, it sends a major message. You matter, I was paying attention. We've now successfully navigated our way through all 5 stages of a conversation. Let's bring it back to why this matters. Communication is one of the highest return on investment skills you can develop. It's the reason why some people land the job, close the deal, or get the relationship, while others get passed by. Now, we only scratched the surface of how to talk to anyone in this summary. The book goes much deeper, from tactics for first dates to techniques for navigating high-stake conflicts and everything in between. If this guide gave you something useful, imagine what the full book can do. I'll end with a quote from the author. Repeating any action creates a habit. Your habits shape your character, and your character determines your destiny. Start making connection a habit, and may success be your destiny. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me know what type of books to summarize. And if you have a conversation tip that has worked well for you, share it below so we can all sharpen our conversation skills. Thanks for watching, and best of luck in your next conversation.